a doubt. Yeah, without a doubt. That's not any criticism of the league, and particularly the league officers, who for me are the best, particularly with Phil Hiscock. He's without doubt the best admin guy I've worked with. There's not anything that he doesn't know. If he doesn't know, he'll find it out, or he knows a guy who does know. So it's nothing. Then they I think, from what I can gather and know, that their hand was very much sort of tied, and that this is the way that you have to go. You've got to go, and I did fear at first. It's not as not really as bad maybe as I thought it might go, but certainly because you've got half the teams in the West and the East who have got promotion by default, tells you that they wouldn't be in this standard. They wouldn't be in this standard. That's not to say that's anything wrong, and why shouldn't they be given the opportunity and take that chance? And some of the sides have really relished it, taking it upon it, and maybe, and again, no disrespect whatsoever to the sides, but you've got sides like fantastic setups like Wendron, with their community feel and the club and the facilities they've got there. They wouldn't have gone into step 6 without the reorganisation of it, but they've sort of embraced it, and they'll do well. They'll do well, but they might struggle. Teams like that might struggle. Your St Denis's, your Dobwells, that have come in, your Paul Flevens that have come in, have got good setups, but players wise, I think they're still short from making an impression in the league. But that's not their fault. And I think that's why you've seen a bit of a gulf at the moment between the side. I think that's certainly where you see some in the goals, and so you get in 6, 7s. Even ourselves have scored 6, and we scored 11, which is the record at the moment for this season, against Penzance, another side that came up by default. But again, they're embracing this setup, and I just hope that you stay in there and be positive. And I think hopefully what they see is in the long run that it'll be good. But I think right at the moment there is a risk that it could go one way or the other. And certainly when you've got top sides in the East Division, you see them there with the Millbrooks and the Tor Points who are in there. You've got your Bobby Tracy's that probably would have come up, I think, next year, last season. Anyway, and then they're good sides. So you've got a good teams, good squads in the East and in the West, where last year that would have been as good, and it would have been really competitive. You've got leagues within leagues at the moment. But I say that's the way it is. So we're just running with it, going with it, and you can only beat what's in front of you. But I think that's why there's so many goals being scored at the moment, because there is that gulf, and particularly like all sides, they'll stay in a game even at 2-0. At 2-0, they'll stay in a game because you think it's a funny scoreline. Just get one goal back, and a little bit of pressure and a bit of panic might set in. But once that third goal goes in and you get a fourth, then I think then the body language comes in and it goes bang, and I think that's where then you'll see 5, 6, 7, 8 goals going in. That's why we think we've had some big score lines as well during the season. Yeah, it is ours. So I've been saying to the players all along, and even people that have been interested to say that if we don't do this, even to get promotion, it'll be our own fault. Our own fault, rather than saying, "Cool, they're better teams than us. They're better teams than us." There are some excellent teams, and on the day, particularly the top 5, top 6 sides at the moment, can beat each other. It's just making sure you've got your preparation right, your tactics for that particular day, and then the man management side of it for those. But they're the sort of big games, if you like, that will decide if we get promotion or not.